Hello Pisces, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm performing who is coming towards you for July 2022. Welcome. Now I'm going to begin first from the first scenario. I'm going to introduce you to people in potential who may potentially show up in your life. Of course, can be people that you already know of, or people from past, or maybe present, or people that you haven't met yet. So this is to get you prepared. So the first person is displaying Sagittarius quality of energy. This does not mean that they are Sagittarius, but they are displaying Sagittarian quality. So I do feel this is a very outspoken person who has ideals and who can make their observations like thoughts and bring them into like especially philosophical thoughts. They display a quality of I do feel wisdom and this person is not a predictable person, by the way. I do feel. Let's find out your cards. We have the Sun, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is going to explain what you may potentially go through with this person. Okay, so it seems one of you have children, or can be a person who is already in your life for some of you. Yes, the child, the son, and also the children. So there is a children theme here, a child theme. We have also the page energy. So it's like how to go around the situation with regards to involving children. It can be also of course like grown-up people here as well. Actually, I do feel I feel there is some kind of influence of children. This, by the way, this scenario can be play out very different. For some of you, this is a person that you have children together, or you are together, they have children, or you have children, but there is some kind of a it seems that like unwanted energy. It's not a matter of priority, but it's rather to find maybe compatibility. It can be also someone you fairly meet new, but maybe families can take of course this time priority, a lot of priority. One partner, one person may want this relationship to be very active. The one who maybe does not have kids here, but the other one for sure they have. So there is a problem here. So it's like how your wills and wants will match with the priorities of the other, or how your priorities will match with the wills and wants of the other person. I do feel here there is this sudden detachment very fast. Like it's like there is this one thing in the relationship, like it surfaces and boom, like that's the thing which is actually now will be shaky for the relationship. So there is a situation that both people need to think about, need to contemplate. They shouldn't, I think, take it like so much further, because something very obviously here may not click. I also feel here the snake is not nice. Atam deva. I feel something being very selfishly spoken, and the other person feels oh, how would you like think about that? But to answer or to communicate is not really working. It's the silence which will actually explain a lot of things, because silence sometimes can be a very powerful answer. There can be also, for instance, just an example I am giving, of course it may not be in that way, but you may have like this person, for instance, let's say they have kids or a kid, but they have also this previous partner or ex. So maybe there is this demands of the ex with regards to children, so the person you are with is having hard time to respond those. So maybe there can be also involvement of the ex. There can be even yeah, you can actually find yourself like in a very different set of circumstances, but a very distinct kid-child situation here. Very distinct. Now here, this is also an interesting card. This is the Fool card. Okay, and we have the Silence here. Now this is where it gets interesting, because for this situation, the end point, the end line, or where it can extend, how far it can go, will be very exact. It's like people, it comes to a point where people cannot push any kind of a plan or something, and they simply have to accept the like current position or forces in the situation, in the relationship. Because something actually may evoke that feeling in people, like I have to change this, but this is gonna backfire in this. I do feel like this is not the situation to be changed. Something needs to be like left alone, because it cannot simply grow from that. So one maybe it's the test is like the understanding of this. It can be due to the silence element. There can be also some problems coming from children as well, maybe grown up. So there can be some adversity effects. I also need to say that someone needs to keep their dignity in a situation. They need to remain dignified. What would be the most dignified way to respond to that? I also hear the mind and the heart clash when it comes to showing feelings, or the mind gets in the way. It's like the relationship's hard. It's like if this is the energy of two people like working in a relationship, the heart of the relationship and the mind of the relationship goes very different directions. This is why this is happening, I think. There can be also a person getting some decisions, like deciding on things, but maybe the other person is not, if about children, maybe other person is not approving that. There can be also a partner here not really revealing so much of themselves, or, you know, if they have children or anything. And something may create misery here, because it has a very interesting dynamic, this one. I want to see your next potential person. So just letting you know, we have now a Cancer energy. Okay, Pisces, so we have a Cancer person here. Potentially, again, this person does not have to be necessarily a Cancer person, but they are showing Cancerian qualities. Cancerian people are not, they are cardinal signs, but they may not be that much of direct with their actions. They can be very indirect to the target. We have the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, and also Princess of Arrows. Okay, so in this one person thinks about how to communicate something with the other. It's like there is this maybe coming across first, but then some maybe time apart, that one person getting curious about the other person. There is here a trust matter, trust situation emerges. I think one partner here is, one person is like more questioning, very questioning of this connection, or some dynamics that it has. So maybe there is a matter of trust. Maybe one person have this idea of, you know, I'm gonna fix you, but actually realizing it can be waste of time, because actually things just need to shift in their natural course. And something does not work here by fixing. People need to be accountable for their own actions and healing as well. And one person needs to trust the other person that they can handle things for their life, for their well-being, rather than questioning that. Because here there is a person, I don't know which of you, but there are a lot of questioning. It's like one person is like saying, you know, like, make me believe that you love me, maybe. Make me believe that you love me. But actually, one shouldn't, you know, think in that way. They just need to feel the senses of this relationship, because I think one person makes a lot of sense from even small actions. So a little thing can go very big there. One person maybe want to create influence over the other person, but actually they just need to leave it to the natural course, so that they can bring some kind of a sense to the relationship, or awake some senses. Of course, the power of the words are important. So maybe someone in the relationship is using the power of the words, and then just wondering how the actions will likely to follow. And at that time, it's a matter of trust. So there can be also this type of perspective there. I want to get let's get the Desta cards for this person's story now with you. Oh, okay. Excuse me. We have the Selçuk Sasa, Dare. Oh, I'm seeing 2 men and 1 woman. There is either 2 men or 1 woman. Selçuk Sasa represents the third party situation. So maybe one of the partners do not trust. Maybe Selçuk Sassa is having a problem with the one, but maybe there are these two prospective candidates that one person evaluating at this time. But there is this can be like a love triangle actually, but well, so it can be a time for some Pisces people, well, what they really want from love. This is going to be a bit complicated for some Pisceans out there if it's a third-sided dynamic. But if not, it can be that, yeah, I think the feminine energy, the feminine energy is having hard time to communicate also with their own inner masculine. It's like the feminine in the reading try to reach like within the depths of themselves, like to hear something. And as they cannot do that, it's like they think the answer is hidden in the other person, but actually the answer is just hidden within them. They just need to show trust. But of course, for some people, again, this can play out very differently for people, as people have different situations. It can be juggling two people here as well. Juggling two people. And feeling alone in the end. Feeling alone in the end. That is more, that is energy more actually related with this Cancerian energy. There can be also two different characters of one man and a woman. So I think this is really testing the trust limits there. I feel though, you know, within the reading there is something disturbing, I think. And if people can also find that and understand what is going on, they can better acknowledge things. Working like an artisan for the relationship. Okay, so artisan energy, I like this card. It's about our abilities. It's about also developing technical skills. I think this is a developing relationship, or it will develop with one person, but it's not going to, of course, develop with the other. So there can be this time, like you may feel with one person, maybe you have more potential or chemistry than the other. Because, you know, once things actually set and the trust is provided, it's gonna be like an artisan relationship. It can have really worked upon, but this is also, you see here, there is also artisan work, but it's also the fixer tools. So the shadow part is that having too much involved with the relationship and in the end falling to the not so right situation about the idea of fixing someone. I think there is something here, you need to be more flexible. The relationship will take its natural course sooner or later. You don't have to fix something, and they also do not have to fix you. It's not a matter of fix, it's a matter of trust there. So still a lot to work on, especially individually here as well. Pisces, your cards in general showing you like you try to connect, but something feels off, something feels missing, or excuse me, two relationships or potential relationships I do feel there is this a bit up in the air energy, like you can't fully put something and name it, but maybe you don't have to, so it's gonna be clear by the course of time. However, it's a more, your direction in the relationship is more about like releasing. More about releasing. Silence can talk very much strong, and just to release the idea to fix someone or someone fixing you, this release will be actually bring the fruits out of the potentiality of the connections. This fixed energy is just make people to, I think, lose time. Queen of Wands there is a passionate energy, and I do also feel some Piscean people actually want to connect, entertained by intelligence and communication. Page of Swords. Maybe here also you may want to apply a pragmatic action, but the person maybe is not open to that. This relationship potentially may bring some extension to maybe business. That can be work business related relationship. I feel here like you are actually like a fire sign here acting. Like you want to get into the like action and enthusiasm of something, but again you got to leave this to the natural course, okay, so that you can see how it is likely to develop. Thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in. Just letting you know, by the way, I have only one deck left from Desta cards, so if you would like to purchase a Desta deck from me, these cards that I am using, please check the announcement video that I have made in the channel. First watch it, and then from there you can contact me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ciao for now.